She said last.
This has got to be the most high schooling of that has ever been high schooled with supposed grown people. Where we left off is exactly where we were last week, which is everybody fighting, nothing but gossip, and it really seems that we are back in high school. I didn't think gossip was this bad when I was in high school. It seems to be worse, and these people are in their 20s and 30s. It's crazy, but we will get to all of that madness and who started it all. But first, make sure you comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, share with your friends. I appreciate all the support. If you want to support the channel, drop a super thanks. Y'all are amazing. Thank you so much for everything y'all do. I'm so happy you're here with me every single week. Let's get right into it because the drama don't wait. It just continues on and on and on, and it's almost like it was planned this way.
Don't talk to me like a child. He's talking to me like he's my dog.
Yeah.
Why are you treating him like a dog then?
Okay, why are they fighting over Cole nonstop? For one, why is Tiffany getting so defensive about all this? Why, I say? It makes no sense. She keeps coming to say he wants to come to her, crying at night over Jyn, except for the fact that if you don't want that, tell him to go away, be a man, and see what's right in front of his face, which is that a manipulative woman who doesn't care about him. Cole has his own issues, sure, but at the same time, Jyn is playing a game here. That's pretty clear, and if Cole can't see it, he deserves everything he's getting.
I mean, Tiffany is dating 3 men at the same time. What is wrong if I want to date 2 men at the same time?
For one, you're all wrong, but they set this up for this, and in this instance, Jyn is not wrong. Tiffany is dating, now she hasn't gone on a date with Jay yet, but he asked her out, but he's dating 3 men, and she does seem to have a lot of opinions about her dating 2 men when she's definitely got several on the hook.
Like, let's be real. And she's Cole over, and Cole keeps going for it.
Okay, right there. You just said it. She keeps screwing Cole over and Cole keeps going for it. That's his problem. If he don't want to see what's right in front of his face, which is that this woman is completely and utterly manipulative and is thriving off of this, same goes for Rob, then you know what? They deserve everything they're going to get. And it's going to be nothing but a painful, horrible journey because I'll tell you one thing, that lady is never going to be settling down with either one of them. This is all a game to her. So they deserve what they get if they continue down this road.
Well, I think we should check on the girl.
These two right here were hilarious because they look like the friends that came along and they're like, yay, we worked all week and we just want to let loose. And then they have nothing to do with the drama, but yet they're sitting on the sidelines like, what do we do now? All we wanted was get a few drinks, have some fun. But now we're stuck here with this drama because no one could keep their mouth shut. And they still fighting too.
Hello. Talk to me.
What is Carlo starting here? Carlo is simply doing that because there's a bunch of producers there to hold him back. He don't want no smoke with Jay, man, unless Carlo is some sort of martial artist that I don't know about, because in reality, size doesn't necessarily have to matter if you have skills and everything like that, but short of that, he don't want no smoke with the dude that looks like a linebacker, so have fun with that one. Oh, but, you know, it could possibly be because there's people there to stop it. If this was out just 2 random people, do I really think Carlo would have started something? Maybe with enough liquid courage, I guess. But in reality, probably not. This had to do with a lot of people being around to break it up. This is the epitome of, hold me back, bro, hold me back.
And like all of a sudden, it's like, oh, I didn't do anything. I played it the right way. And I just feel like that's the final straw of disrespect.
What disrespect? He came to you and said, I'm asking her out. You, at least according to Jay, and maybe this is wrong, but I tend to believe him on this one, you dapped him up. You said, it's all good, man. So if you had a problem with it, you should have said it right then and there, which would have made no sense considering the fact that you made it seem like you didn't really want to be with her because she had kids. So, but now all of a sudden you want to kind of, you know, start something or do whatever. Yeah, that's kind of weird. It seems like now it's like, hey, I don't know if I want her, but I don't want you to have her.
That's crazy because you ain't even go for Rocky like that. Rocky walked out with the girl last night from the tiki party and you went to your room mad.
Look at Rocky. He's like, why are you bringing me into this, man? But he's got a point here. Jay's got a point. He didn't go after Rocky in this, and Rocky's been in the mix too. But why? Because Jay asked out on a date? She's done less with Jay than she has with Rocky. Jay just asked her out. So it doesn't really make sense that he didn't say anything to Rocky, unless that's just because that's your friend and you weren't really like that with Jay, so now you're going after Jay.
All of a sudden you want to come back and feel some type of way and pout like a little girl.
I think the alcohol does play a role in the sense of building up, but at the same time, I think a lot of this is simply people being there to hold back. So this is like, I wouldn't really fight you regardless in the real world, but right now, there's a bunch of people, they're not going to let it get too far, and so I'm going to say what I want to say that I really typically wouldn't say out in the open.
I told him to go kick rocks because he's toxic and reminds me of every one of my exes. So don't get your story twisted.
Oh, so she wants to say that, oh, I told Rob to kick rocks. You were the one trying to show him your butt, getting him to kiss you when he acted like he didn't want to begin with. But yet you brought him in the fold with, enticing or enticements, if you will. Now, that was his fault for going forward with it, but acting like, oh, I did this because he reminded me of my toxic exes. Well, you were fine with it to begin with until he kind of shifted his focus and you started acting a little crazy because you were still acting crazy about him not giving you attention several days later. So stop trying to act like you saw some bad toxic traits in Rob when in reality this was you getting rejected. So Elise has a big problem. I don't know who would be worse in a relationship, Elise or Jennifer.
Stop lying.
I'm not lying.
Why is she so angry?
I'm not lying.
Like, okay, this is the thing. Jyn is lying. Jyn is lying. However, Elise is so fired up. Why are you so fired up about Cole in this whole situation? Now, there was a situation with spreading a rumor about Elise sleeping with Rob or whatever, and that plays into a role, and there's a bunch of people lying about that. But Elise, move on with your life. Go hang out with Tim, whatever you want to do. Instead, you're so focused on her. This is so childish. These people have no maturity level. They have the maturity level of a 3-year-old. They have the maturity level of a little Yorkshire Terrier. That's what kind of maturity level they have. They're ankle biting and trying to bark back and say all these things, get stuff going, when in reality, they are just not even focusing on what allegedly the show is supposed to be there for. Now, I don't really believe that that's what the show is for, but it's kind of funny how all they're focused on is gossip. It really, do you have any care about what you actually look like outside of the show? No, because they just want the fame. And you know what? All right, fine, if that's what you want. But it's still kind of funny to watch because you look awful.
Tonight was honestly supposed to be a carefree girls'
night.
Oh,
was it?
And it's ruined.
See, I actually liked Tiffany in the beginning, but the problem here is this is where she's showing she's not exactly genuine. Because what she should be saying is, hey, Cole, stop coming to my room at 5 in the morning or whatever it is to cry on my shoulder. Stop being a little punk. See that Jyn is a problem, even though she's right in front of your face and you like her so much. She's showing you every day that she's a problem with her mannerisms, with how she acts, and yet you don't want to see it. So stop coming to cry to me. You're going to get everything you deserve. Go to her. That's what Tiffany should be saying. Instead, she's sitting here crying that drama was started when she's the one that brought up the topic. Don't say anything to anyone. Jay and Carlos got into a fist fight over you. Okay, for one, this is what exactly what I'm talking about. This is the epitome. Point proven. Point proven. Gossip is starting left and right. Tim decided to say, hey, they got into a fist fight over you. For one, unless there was a punch thrown somewhere that I didn't see, there was no punch thrown. Jay pushed him a little bit when he got really close to him. That was the extent of it. And now you want to start this rumor that some fist fight was started. Then he says, don't tell anybody. But guess what she does? She immediately tells everybody on the bus because these people are incapable of being adults. And the gossip mill is strong with every last one of them. And just like that, everybody is talking about it. It took T-minus 2 seconds. Tim shouldn't have started it, but damn, Tiffany didn't have to run around telling everybody when you don't even know. Tim was well, I don't know if Tim was over-exaggerating, what you want to call, but they sure as hell didn't have no damn fist fight.
And then the next minute, we're having a full-on tea party about who's fighting.
Yeah, except for the fact that this is all fake. So what's happening here is, yes, y'all are bonding over gossip. That's it. The reality is 9 out of 10 of these women are going to run and talk trash behind the others' backs, even the ones that thinks they're great friends, because that's all they can do. They like to start drama. Someone is near them, one of the guys, anyone else, they're going to say, hey, did you hear about this? Doesn't matter if they're really good friends with them. These are a bunch bunch of gossip busybodies, is the only real term I can think of for it, that only want to thrive on the drama. They want to live in that drama. So all of this kumbaya stuff going on right now, that is just face value. That is not really how they feel. They will run and gossip behind any one of these girls' back in a heartbeat.
I want to be open with this experience, but honestly, I can't stop thinking about her.
This thing with Chantel is really weird because they keep going back to the whole friend thing. It may be because she just can't really find any connection here or whatever. It may be because they're trying to play it up to hopefully get more eyeballs on it. But if you really want to be with your friend and not anyone there and you can't focus on anything there, then go be with your friend. Instead of trying to continue to play this out for more TV ratings, to stay relevant on these shows, to continue to have a job with 90 Day Fiance, whatever it is, go be with your friend. Explore that option. Do whatever. But this is just every couple episodes, it's like, yeah, but I'm not really sure about my friend. I'm still confused. It's like, okay, go figure it out then. That's an easy answer.
They might offend some people, but they might be exactly what other people like to hear.
Have you ever had a STD?
Never.
Never.
Okay, I don't buy that for a second. As much as Elise talks about her sexploits and goes into detail and talk to everyone about certain sexual acts she likes to do, yeah, I don't buy that she's never had one. And he just asked her for her number, which, you know, she said double digits. I don't know, but that could be a lot of people regardless. It's at least over 10. So good Lord. And you've never had one? It's possible. Sure, nothing's impossible. I don't buy that for a second, though.
Even though it's so annoying that she is spending her whole free time with Colt.
So he first starts out by saying, I hope Colt's good, but it's really annoying she's spending her free time with Colt. It's like, dude, we know that you just want something anyway. For one, Courtney's not going to end up with Colt regardless. She gives him a peck. She, gets close with him. She's supportive of him, whatever in this case. But at the same time, she's not going to end up with Colt. I wouldn't buy that for a second. But we really know what Uzman wants in this case, and it ain't love. But he's trying to make it seem like he loves Courtney because he wants to get over here, which he's been trying to do for all these years.
Have a couple drinks, relax. Hit up a cabana.
The best expert advice is, hey, come on in, have a bunch of drinks or have a couple drinks. He didn't say a bunch. He said, have a couple drinks with people that clearly, there's a lot of drama going on. So let's just keep throwing alcohol into it. Seriously. If someone was really bold, they would do a dating show and not provide alcohol and say, this is a dry dating show. Because, if you start a process out by saying, hey, here's alcohol to loosen you up, then that's what you're comfortable with. You need to be comfortable in your own skin. You need to be comfortable approaching and talking to people without the crutch of alcohol, of drugs, whatever it is. But instead, they definitely encourage it on here. We know why. It creates the drama, it creates the ratings, it creates the entertainment, and it is entertaining. Trust me, you all know it's entertaining, as trashy as it is. But it sure as hell don't create a connection.
We got in each other's faces, screaming obscenities at each other.
Yeah.
And essentially Jay swung at me and we...
For one, again, never saw Jay swing at him. He pushed him, never saw him swing at him. And quite frankly, if he did swing at him, well, you called him the B word about 20 times, but I don't buy that happen. He's downplaying his part. He's overplaying Jay's part in this, really trying to make it seem like he did nothing wrong. The only question here is, why do you care so much when 2 seconds ago you didn't really think you wanted to be in a relationship because of the kids that Tiffany has? So that's the only question that needs to be asked here. Why are you so protective all of the sudden?
How do you go from being on the fence about me?
Yes.
To getting into a fight with a guy?
It's almost like he really didn't want to be with you, but then he saw someone else coming in, and maybe the Rocky thing doesn't really play out like he thinks, whatever that is. But he sees Jay, and he actually views him as a threat. And then all of a sudden, it's like, well, I don't know if I want her, but I don't want you to have her. And it's that kind of thing. Dude, what is Tim doing? He's wrapping this thing... I can't with Tim and how he wraps his towel. He wraps his towel like a woman would wrap her towel around the top of him. I'm like, dude, come on, you gotta stop doing it. I think he mentioned he is self-conscious about his body, but come on, man, you gotta stop doing that.
Sometimes the best game is to not have game and just be yourself and let it awkwardly.
Oh, okay. So the best advice from this professional is be yourself. That's all he's got. Just, Tim, just be yourself. You're supposed to be some sort of dating coach, and the best thing you can give is be yourself. Like, the guy off the street can tell you that. I can tell you that. That's simple. But yet you're on this TV show allegedly having some knowledge. My God, man, I hope someone isn't actually paying you money.
It's very difficult for me sometimes to figure out if a girl is actually romantically interested in me or if they just want to be my friend.
I'm pretty sure Tim is getting friend zoned a lot. So I don't think if he thinks he's going to develop some sort of connection with Elise, that is not going to happen, or I'd be shocked if it did. Now, that being said, that means he dodges a bullet. So, Tim, it may hurt, but it's probably for the best because you don't want to be with Elise. She brings nothing but drama. She makes up stuff. She misremembers when it doesn't go her way and then tries to tell a different story down the road. And oh, by the way, she's still losing it over this alleged rumor when, in this case, just ignore it. You know what bothers people the most? When you don't give a rumor sunlight. When you hear something, you're like, I don't care. You act like you don't care. You act like it doesn't bother you. Someone really starts a rumor, starts talking trash about you. If you act like it doesn't bother you, that's just going to make them more mad. And that's really going to be your revenge on them. It's not always easy, but let it go. Elise can't do that. And Tim is dodging a bullet if he steps away now. But right now, he wants to act like he wants to find a connection with her.
I am hurt that Cole would kind of throw me under the bus, especially with a lie. I thought we had a great friendship. I've always had his back, and I've protected him, and I've made sure he's okay when he's...
Why? Why are you protecting him, having his back, and doing all that, making sure he's okay? Why are y'all are getting so mad that he's coming to y'all, but y'all need to tell him to go away. But you know what the problem is? They've accepted Cole as one of the girls. That's it. He's one of the girls. He comes and cries on their shoulder. So now they're protective of him. Instead of saying, Cole, get the hell out of here. Go deal with your business. You want to deal with Crazy Jyn? Then go deal with Crazy Jyn. But we don't care.
No, I didn't tell
He
Jen
heard that. No.
He heard that.
He's a big boy. He can talk for himself.
And I just...
So she's asking him where he heard the rumor, because allegedly Jen said, I heard it from Cole. He told me that Elise was sleeping with Rob. Now, she asked him point blank, and he said, no, I never said that. This is interesting, because he says that, but then it gets even more interesting, because he seems to backtrack, and we're not really sure why. Was he lying to begin with, or was he lying when he backtracked?
Cole said that she's sleeping with Rob. So Cole,
Tiffany told me that.
Oh, and now all of a sudden, after saying he never heard that, never said that, Tiffany told him that. So is he lying now, or is he lying then? The interesting thing is, I believe in after the between the sheets, that I caught a little bit of it, and it sounded like Tiffany said that she did actually she might have actually said that. So, which would mean he's telling the truth now. But why did he lie initially? Everyone is lying in this. Comment below. Did Tiffany say it, or did Tiffany not say it? That's the interesting thing, because she definitely has an opinion in this episode, but she might have changed it later.
Literally.
Rob, run.
Rob's like, I'm out. I'm done with this. Rob's like, I'm done with the drama. I'm tired of it. I'm getting up out of here. He's like, I'm gone.
Who told you that she is sleeping with Rob? Who?
A lot of people have told me this.
And now he says a lot of people have told me this. So first it was no one, then it was Tiffany, now it's a lot. It sounds here like he's just trying to cover for Jyn. Like he's really infatuated, obsessed with her, and he's trying to cover for her because he didn't know that she told this lie. That's what it sounds like. Now, maybe Tiffany did tell him because, like I said, she might have said something like that in between the sheets, but I'm not 100% sure because I just kind of caught it. So I'm not. That's why I say comment below. Let me know. But either way, he's spinning something here, and it's just not working out.
All he's interested in doing is womanizing, and I just think that he's a low-quality man.
Rob was not even involved in anything. He stayed out of this drama for the most part, and Cole is still talking about how he's a low-quality man. You need to put your focus on Jyn. She's the one that slept with both of y'all. So Rob did what Rob does. You did what you do, knowing that she was still messing with Rob. Doesn't make you much better. Y'all need to focus more on just saying, we're done with you, Jyn. We're not going to mess with this. But instead, Cole is so hyper-focused because he's got some problems up there.
He wanted to believe that he wasn't the one that spread the rumor, but he's just incapable to say it.
So this is the problem. Like, regardless of what Tiffany did, said, maybe or maybe not, Jyn, I really think, was starting rumors for the most part. She was with Cole, so she said Cole said it. Maybe Tiffany ended up saying something to Cole. Who knows? Who knows how that went? But I really believe Jyn doesn't really know what the truth is, but she is just riding the lie. I think she's pathological. I think she actually believes her lies. It just gets crazier and crazier as it goes on, and that's what they want. They want the crazy to continue to ramp up, because if it dies off early in the season, it's not going to keep eyeballs on it. So, you know what? Fabricated or not, I'm here for it. We will continue to look at it. It's going to be fun, interesting, and a complete and utter train wreck. So thank you for joining me. We will see how this all turns out. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, share with your friends if you want to support the channel. Drop a super thanks. Y'all are amazing, and I will see y'all next time.